It's just this mentality more and more that we adopt in our whole society now is judging women by men's standards. And women want no double standard. They don't want to go to women's standards. But some behavior is okay for men, some's not okay for... Some behavior is good for blacks, normal for black people. It's not for white people because it's a different race. So if we would hold people to the standards of their own nature, I think a lot of the confusion in the world and anger at each other would go away. You know, like let's say South Africa now is power's out 6-8 hours a day. And in America, we say, how could they allow this? What's wrong with you people? Get your shit together. They're not only judging them by white male standards, Christian standards, they're chastising them. You're not behaving the way you're supposed to behave. Well, they are behaving the way they normally behave. This is their nature. Look at all the countries in Africa for thousands and thousands of years. It's not...
Oh, no, it's oppression.
It's just their nature. Yeah, well, no, it's oppression.
It's oppression.
Yeah. And this is one thing I wanted to mention tonight before we end. The whole racial argument, as I see it now, that there is no race, but it's oppression by society and by men in power. The argument of no racism, or no race, there is no races, it's a sleight of hand. So let's say the oppressed group, the less successful, less advanced, less rich, whatever, less educated, whatever, spend more money, millions of dollars, they just waste, whatever you want to say. More in jail, whatever you want to say. Or let's say a despised race where nobody likes them. These people now are able to say, I'm not bad because of who I am by nature and how I behave, but you people are bad. You're oppressing me. So it's flipping the argument,
not accepting,
and pointing the fingers at people for your society screwed up. It's oppressing me. It's not my nature. It's not my behavior. So it's a sleight of hand. It's a power trick. Isn't that amazing? You see?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, that's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about, especially with women. That's with women, that's what it's about. So like women are, feminists, I don't mean women, I should not say that. They're able to say feminist men, strong women, matriarchy, patriarchy types. It's not my nature that limits what I should do, or the eternal truths that societies have developed over centuries and contrived, let's say, religious precepts so that society will succeed and people are happy by behaving righteous according to, let's say, God's will. Because everybody knows if we engage in this behavior, all hell's going to break loose. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be successful. They say, don't do it, especially as a society. And that's what we call a religious rule. Or nature, because women, they have different natures by their desires, their wants, their appetites, their fears, their loves, what they value. Okay? It's not those that's depressing me, it's society. Society is the problem. It's oppressing women, society is. Instead of accepting oneself as they are made by nature and working within the system that's created by, let's say, a higher being or by Mother Earth, working within those paradigms, that structure.
Reality, you mean?
Yeah, we call it reality. Instead of working in that, they want to change the reality.
And it's basically insanity.
Yeah, it's basically egoism. Nothing. That's what to me is an egoist, is they want to make the world in their image, self-serving. That's to me what the definition of the egoist is.
Insanity is kind of, what is insanity? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome.
Well, yeah, and then and they can't accept different outcome. If the things don't work, something's wrong with you. Can't be my thinking process. Something else has to be wrong. We need to give you more drugs, more treatment, more punishment.